So we're now recording. Welcome everybody to this wonderful celebration for Rachel's graduation. Those of you who don't know me, I'm a little bit embarrassed to refer to myself as great, but I have to do it twice. I am the great uncle of Rachel, Dan Kerr, Sean's nephew. And I've spent quite a lot of time in academia. That's where I got to wear this silly outfit. You know, I get to wear it once or twice a year. And that's why I went to school those years, so I get to dress up like this. And the graduations are a joyous occasion, and perhaps it's certainly there's the joy and the expectation of the graduate, but it's particularly a period of celebration for the parents. So why don't we get started with a brief reflection from Sean and Laura. Over to you guys. You got to turn on your mic.
Honey, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say to everybody that it's been an interesting college career for Rachel. We decided to do something like this because with the pandemic, Rachel isn't going to have an opportunity to walk across a stage. She's not going to have an opportunity to have her degree handed to her, shake the hand of the dean or the president of the college. So all of those things are not going to happen for her. They're not, as far as I know, going to do that in any kind of fashion this year at all. She has, in fact, already had her virtual graduation. It was pre-recorded, and she tossed her cap in our living room. So, and moved her tassel from right to left. So that's already happened. She's officially graduated. We really appreciate your being here and making the day special for her. There you go, Rachel. Thank you very much. And I know pretty much everybody knows everybody, but you know, when you come on and you speak, if you could just let everybody know how you're related to Rachel in whatever way, just really quickly, like 3 seconds or less, that would be great, because I don't know if everybody knows everybody. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks, Laura. And now over to the proud papa, Sean.
Can I speak now, honey?
You're on.
No.
Well, yeah, thank everybody for being here. We, like Laura said, we really appreciate it. It's a really proud day for us. Rachel has really done something amazing with school. For one thing, she completed her degree in 3 years. It was a track that she chose right out of high school, which I think both Laura and I thought was pretty ambitious, knowing how so many things can change in a young person's life in terms of what they want to do and focus on. And you know, we made it really clear to Rachel that we were in full support of this degree program, which was a degree in 3. But that she understood that if she made any changes, it would probably extend her college career, which would be no surprise to anybody, because most of us, or most people who have been through school, that's very typical. But true to form, Rachel's always been a very focused person. She's always really focused on her schoolwork, and she pulled it off and did it in glorious fashion. You know, graduating right near the top of her class. So it's been really fun to watch. It's been fun to watch her, you know, grow into a young woman, and just follow her passion and succeed through this. And you know, she's already got a career started with Target, which happened. You know, I have to hand it to the college she went to. They had great intern programs, and she did 2 internships. And the second one with Target led to her actually getting an offer before she graduated. So she's already started in that training program, and I think she can tell you more about it. But you know, she's on her way in life. So it's a very proud day for us. If I tear up, I'm going to turn my mic off so you don't hear me. But thank you all for joining us. And Rachel, we're very proud of you, and we love you very much.
Very proud.
Those would be tears of joy, Sean. Okay. So we'll get started now with the next part of the program. So we already started promptly at 1 o'clock. So when you're called upon, we ask you to do 2 things. Share a brief graduation memory. So this could be any memory that you have of a graduation. And then any brief advice for Rachel as she prepares for the next part of her career. Please keep your microphone unmuted. And we're going to mix it up a little bit here. We've got a Rachel quiz, which we're going to use. And if you get a question, if you get the question right, Susan, my assistant here, will recognize you, and will call upon you. And the people who answer the questions right, they're the ones who get a chance to share a reflection, and we'll find a way to get everybody included as well. Okay. And again, reminding folks, this will be recorded. So ground rules here. Again, I'll call upon you. There's a 3-minute rule, and just in case, I have my little hook here. If you go beyond 3 minutes, so this is available to us. I've never had to use it, but you never know. And also, if those of you who are accompanied by your spouse, your spouses or significant other are honorary timekeepers as well. So we scheduled it for an hour. Rachel will get the last word, and we're willing to flex until 2:15 if necessary. So here goes. So Susan, can we have a little background music, please? The virtual march. Okay, Maestro, I think we could give that a break now. Okay, first question, and you respond in chat, and Susan will monitor the results. So what are the colors of Rachel's eyes?
Brown.
And Sue, let me know when we get a winner who's got it right.
Brown.
Okay, we have a winner, and that is Mimi. And
Okay,
she
Mimi.
said Hazel, which is the correct answer. Congratulations.
Okay, Mimi, so you get to turn on your mic and share a brief two things, a graduation memory and something that, some little bit of advice for Rachel.
I don't really have a graduation memory. But advice is just, keep doing what you're doing, and you've done nothing but great your whole life, and just keep that up and keep positive energy and mindset, and nothing but good will come.
Okay, thank you. That's great, thank you. Okay, question number 2. Rachel has been to all these countries except, so which of those countries listed there has she not been to?
Okay, we have a winner. Dennis Hill says Greece, and that is correct. And it was COVID that kept her out of Greece.
Okay, Professor Hill, over to you for a reflection on graduation and advice for Rachel.
Great, thank you. Yeah, it kept us out actually twice. So yeah, we were supposed to go pre-COVID, then again, we were supposed to go this semester, that didn't happen. But is it possible that I can share my screen?
Dan, you're on mute.
Am I on mute?
No.
Just give me, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
I appreciate. So I don't know if I can do that. Professor Hill, you think you've got it? I'm not sure I can do that. Let me give it
If you stop sharing yours, I should be able to.
okay.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, where am I? Share screen. Oh no, you'd have to enable me to be able to do it.
Okay. Yeah, that may go beyond my pay grade a little bit. So why don't you just go ahead?
No worries. Yeah, it was just I had some pictures that I wanted to share. But Rachel, it was a pleasure. From the time you came in, your freshman year with first year seminar, to our trip to Chile, and our almost trip to Greece. You've just been a true pleasure to have, and I've been able to watch you grow. And it's just so exciting, and I want you to just keep pushing, keep that smile going, keep traveling and connecting with people the way you do. You just have a wonderful you just have a way with connecting to people, and I'm so proud of you, and I want to wish you the best in all your endeavors, and know that Greece is still on the trip. We still want to do that, and continue traveling the world. So thank you.
Thank you, Professor Hill. That's great. Thank you. It's a special relationship between professors and students, and I know that you've been a big part of Rachel's development. The whole family is very grateful for you, Professor Hill. Okay, thank you for that. And now question 3. Who stole Rachel's stuffed animal and made her cry at the Yankee swap? Do we have a winner, Sue?
Not yet.
Yankee Swap is a Christmas game where people bring gifts, but you can always, you get when it's your turn, you can take someone else's gift.
I'm surprised we're not getting an answer here.
Can I answer?
No.
No, you can't.
Can we give a hint?
Right there.
You can give a hint. My eldest brother and his wife may remember.
My hint is the person is on the call.
Okay. Okay, Sue, you got a winner yet?
No, Hannah thought it was her, but it's not.
No?
No. Keep it in
Okay,
the family. Keep it in the family.
okay. All right, Susan Kerr, you want to spill the beans?
Ah, Sean Varley, Uncle
Okay.
Dennis. That is correct.
Well, I'm not
That's a
supposed to
long
answer
time.
questions, but I'm going to turn it over to Uncle Dennis and Susan, because obviously Uncle Dennis has pushed that out of his mind. It was a
That was a
while
long
ago.
time ago.
So
Okay,
I'll
so
pass
Susan and Dennis, off to you. Whether Dennis is guilty or not, your mic is on if you want to share a graduation memory and a brief advice to Rachel.
Should it be me first or Susan?
I'll let the two of you work that out.
You know the answer to that. I was just being polite.
Well, I might not live long enough for Dennis to finish, so I'll start. A special and unique graduation memory for me was John's graduation from West Point, because some of you were there, a couple of you at least. He went into that ceremony as a cadet and he came out as an active duty second lieutenant. And after the graduation ceremony, we had a party and he had on spanking new army green uniform with his lieutenant bars on his shoulder, and Dennis was standing next to him in his greens. He had about another year to go in the Army. And I was totally overwhelmed seeing them standing next to each other, seeing the medals and ribbons and patches on Dennis's uniform and John's fairly naked uniform, and wondering what was ahead for him. But it was all good. I'm proud of his service, and I'm glad he's doing something else now at the same time. And advice for Rachel, really, I mean, I know you're going to do amazing things and work hard because that's who you are. But my advice for you from my point in life is work hard, but don't let your job consume your life. Keep some balance, because there are other things, believe it or not, that are at least or more important. So we're so proud of you and excited for you and wish you nothing but happiness. Good luck.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. Dan, I didn't know what hat to wear. I have so many of them. I guess my biggest memory from undergraduate school was when I walked across the stage at the Citadel and got my diploma from the president, General Mark Clark. I then went to the professor of military science to get my commission as a second lieutenant. And when I picked it up, I went back and sat in my seat, and having a last name starting with a K, I was sort of in the middle of the class. So I had time to fiddle with this. I knew what the college diploma looked like, but I was anxious to see what the commission looked like. And I look in this cylinder, and it's a telegram. It's not any commission, it's a telegram. So I pound this thing out and I open it up, and it's a letter from the Army at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, which was 110 miles north of the Citadel, telling me that I needed to report to active duty that day by 6 o'clock. So that was not my plan. My plan was to report to active duty in 12 days and not say 6 hours after graduation. My advice, Rachel, is, life has many turns and changes that can happen to you. What I recommend you do, and you do it often, is set goals. Set goals for yourself for years in the future. And you can adjust those goals from time to time, but always have goals. Goals help us have a purpose when we get up in the morning. We got to know what to do other than go get a cup of coffee. I mean, today I think more about the coffee. But that's what I would recommend to you. Have goals. And God bless you. I'm very proud of you.
Guys, that was awesome.
Okay, on to question 4. As a toddler, Rachel went to the emergency room and she had a vegetable stuck up her nose. What was the vegetable? Enter your response in chat and Sue will call on you.
That'd be a string
We
bean.
have one answer. It is not correct, although I could picture it.
Saying vegetable is kind of a trick question. It began as a vegetable. It wasn't.
Don't give any hints here. Come on, let them work a little bit.
Began as a vegetable.
All right, come on, going once, going twice. What would you like to stuff up your nose?
It's,
No takers?
okay, well, I'll take it if there's no takers.
No, nice try, Hannah. Oh, wait a second, Mimi. Yeah, I think we got an answer. Let me check with the judges. Can we accept that? Yes, we can accept that. The judges say, Mimi said a fry, and she is correct. It was a French fry. Congratulations.
Okay, Mimi, over to you. You got to turn on your mic and you can share a reflection, like graduation memory and or something, advice for Rachel going forward.
Or Mimi, you can share a memory of us too if you don't have any like graduation memories.
So many memories. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're doing it, and I think the one thing is just, keep looking forward, keep looking new opportunities, just working hard and, being you. I said what I said earlier, and that's just the truth. So, but I love you and I do wish you nothing but the best. And I know you're just going to do amazing things. So I'm looking forward to continuing this journey of friendship with you and, just life. So been going strong for a long time. So life's been good.
Friendship is probably the best gift you can give someone, Mimi, and I hope you and Rachel continue to have that.
Yeah.
That gift with one
Yeah.
another.
A lot of stages to go through and have been through. So.
Great. Okay, thank you. Okay, Sue, number 5. Who was the college professor who chaperoned Rachel's trip to Chile?
This is
Well,
Debbie.
the answer to that.
Put it in chat if you've got a response, Sue. Got anybody?
Not yet. Okay, who was her chaperone? It'll give you a hint. It wasn't her father.
Another hint, the person's on the call. You already got this.
I'm getting pictures. Okay, Elaine says Will. That is not correct. Dennis Hill is sending pictures and maybe he's not paying attention to the question.
That's okay.
I just want to say David Bell, no.
Nope.
Okay.
Mom, no, it wasn't Mom. Mom was there in spirit. There were 2 of us. Okay. Dennis Hill, could you clarify your answer, please, for the judges?
Professor Hill, you can come on, Mike.
There were 2 of us, myself and another professor.
We have a winner.
Can't believe you guys didn't get that. I totally thought it was gonna be a quick one.
No problem. No problem. Good. Thank you for that. Thank you.
It's like
Professor
playing
Hill.
the band.
Okay, number 6. Which uncle did Rachel pin down using her judo skills at a family gathering?
Nope.
This will be a great surprise to see that she got this
Don't
mighty
give
and
hints.
powerful uncle.
Robert?
Nope, it wasn't David Bell. It wasn't anybody named David. Keep going.
Damn.
No. Oh, come on.
Lots of uncles to get through.
Robert.
No, David, it was not.
I will give a hint. The uncle is on the call.
There's only 2 crazy uncles on the call. Damn, that's getting closer.
Okay.
Jan, would you like to correct your spelling and I'll give it to you?
Okay. Jan, if you guessed it was me, that was the rumor. So why don't you turn on your mic and share a little reflection for Rachel.
I don't really have a reflection from graduation, college or high school, but I do want to congratulate Rachel, and I hope she will do good in anything she does.
Thanks, Jan. Good advice.
That's it.
Good advice. Thank you for that. Okay. Question number 7. Who's been Rachel's best girlfriend since first grade? Put response in chat. Sue, you have a winner?
No, we have one wrong answer. Sorry, Ethan. That is not correct.
Mimi. Is it her friend Mimi?
Yes, that's correct.
Who is that? Who said
That's Allison, but I'm not up on the screen.
Well, you can share a reflection, Allie.
Hi.
correct answer?
Yes, I'm sorry we're late. We were at the baseball game. But anyway, yeah, I had 2 reflections. When I graduated from college, it was a roundabout way because I left college and I went to Alaska with Uncle Skip, got married, went to Alaska, came back, and then Ashley went to college with me. So on graduation, she was at graduation. Danny, I don't know if you were there. Mom and Dad were there. And what I first remembered was Dennis's graduation from the Citadel. We took a trip out to see Fort Sumter, and we were on this big boat, and I looked over the sides of the boat and there were fins everywhere. And I thought we were surrounded by sharks, but they were dolphins just following us. And my wish for you, Rachel, is that you enjoy this time of your life. We're so proud of all you've accomplished, and the sky's the limit with you. So good luck.
Thank you, Allie. And I do remember those dolphins.
Yes.
And maybe there's a message in there that sometimes we look at something and we fear it, and maybe it's something beautiful. So
Right.
I'm getting too deep here.
Why isn't my face coming up with Skip?
It's one of those mysteries. If you hold your mouse towards the bottom of the screen, you may see a video icon that comes on.
Share section?
Could be. Each screen's a little bit
So
different.
it's going to be to the left of share screen. You'll
Okay.
see it'll be a little video and it'll have a slash through it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have, no, I opened the,
Okay,
it says participation. Should I check on that?
you could check,
Keep
but
going to the left.
It's over in the left
Oh.
lower corner near the.
Oh,
near the
okay, I got it.
microphone.
And then you just click that. Yay, we see you.
Got us? Okay, good.
assistance pays off. Thanks, Allie. Thanks, Skip.
Okay.
Skip, did you want to add a reflection as well?
No, Allie's got everything. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We did that one. Okay, number 8. Who panicked when Laura went into labor?
When who went into labor?
Laura.
Laura went into labor. Who's
Oh,
that?
Sean.
Please do not call out answers. Use your
I'm sorry.
chat.
Okay.
Chat function, do we have a response?
No, we do not.
Again, the question, who panicked when Laura, the mother of Rachel, went into labor? I assume that was with Rachel.
Correct. This was Sean, but it was not him. Anybody want to take a guess?
Oh, you're very close, though.
It wasn't Laura. Keep going.
No,
You're gonna run out of people.
It's helpful to remember.
Brianne, we have a winner.
yeah.
Hold on, we have a winner. Susan has the correct answer with Brianne.
Right.
Okay, so why don't we segue over to Brianne? Brianne, why don't you come off mic? Come on, Mike.
Segue to Susan.
Well, we heard from Susan.
I've been. It was me. I panicked.
she thought I was gonna drop that baby right there.
Dad private messaged me. It was me. I was like, I know it's me. I just didn't want to give it away for everybody.
Brianne, you want to share a reflection?
Yes, my graduation reflection will be my favorite one. I think is going to be that I got to be with Rachel last weekend. It was crazy and weird, and small, but it was perfect. And I don't think I'll ever forget watching you graduate in a living room. And the advice I will give is the advice I kind of already gave last weekend in a bunch of little snippets, but I think one of the most important ones is don't forget that it's okay to be a kid sometimes, and don't forget, just all the joys that kids have as you grow up. Keep that little Rachel inside there somewhere. Super proud of you.
Thank you.
That's great, Brienne. Very true. And I've got a reminder from management that if you've got an answer to a question, put it in chat as well. We'll pick you up that way. Okay, number 9. In whose car did Rachel get sick?
No answer yet. That is not correct.
And sick is another word for throw up, I assume.
Yeah.
Nope, we do not have a correct answer yet.
I don't think that they're on either.
Okay, nope, we have no answer yet.
Okay, so what is the answer, Sue?
The answer is Noel Ann's car.
She would have remembered.
She wanted to take her for the day. She paid for it.
Take me
Okay.
for the-
So Doug Varley, this has no relationship. Children throwing up in cars are not related to you necessarily, but if you want to come off mic and share a reflection, just turn on your mic. You got to turn on the mic, Doug. It's a little, hover your mouse. There you go.
How's that?
Good. So a little reflection on either a graduation or just advice for Rachel.
Advice for Rachel. It's tough to follow up Dennis, who was really great. Thank you, Dennis. Rachel, the goal thing that your great uncle Dennis was talking about is just great. I was along the same line. I was going to say that, but honey, you are just great at what you do, and you just keep on doing it. And you're going to be very well at what you pursue, and your education more, and the job that you just landed was great. Love you, and just keep doing what you're doing. One of my beautiful granddaughters.
Oh, I love you. Thank you, Pip Pop.
Love you too, honey.
Thanks, Doug. That was great. Okay, next question. And I think that this is not a hard one to get if you know her uncles. Which uncle gave Rachel a knife as a young girl?
Robert.
Has to be Robert.
Who else could it be?
Okay, so Doug, out of respect for your being the patriarch here, I'm gonna ignore the fact that you broke the rules.
I couldn't help it. Who else could it be?
But you are in fact correct. So let's segue. Oh, I see a couple of people have come in a little bit late, which is fine, you know.
Anna got it right.
Hannah got it. Okay,
I
Hannah.
got one too.
Hannah, you want to come off mute and share a reflection?
Yes, I can get my camera on for this. I just can't leave it on or everyone will start to lag. But it was definitely my dad. I don't have a college graduation story because I have yet to graduate college. But my high school graduation, I did not know I was doing this at the time, but I duct taped a tiara to my graduation cap. And after I graduated, my dad was like, so, you duct taped the exact same tiara to your head for your kindergarten graduation, right? And I did not know this. So what I'm saying here, this is definitely a metaphor that I've been thinking of the whole time, and I'm not just making up now, is that we are royalty and you get to act like it. And that's definitely where I was going with this. I did not just arrive there.
Oh, thank you, Hannah.
Also, you are an absolute powerhouse for graduating in like 3 years with like the highest honors. That's incredible. And I'm super proud of you, dude.
So much.
Thank you, Hannah. Great story as well. Okay, number 11. Which cousins had to borrow Rachel's snow and winter gear?
This is 2 names we're looking for, and the answer, please put it in chat if you know who it is.
Okay.
I guess nobody wants to admit they win.
Come on, guys.
Okay, we have a winner. And that is David Bell. He got it right first.
Okay, David, over to you. Got to turn your mic on, David.
Okay, Rachel, I'm so proud of you. I love you. In terms of graduation advice, I think more of just reflecting on the relationship that we have, and I know you know what that is. It's we've always just clicked, and when we get together, it's a relationship that I'll always cherish, and it's hard to articulate how close we really are. But I'm so proud of you. When I think of, I mean, I could go on and on in terms of advice for you moving forward. When you're my age, when you get to be 57, you'll make a half dozen very important life-changing decisions. I would always encourage you to gain family support, surround yourself with friends, family, and loved ones, gain their feedback as well. Always be passionate about the decisions you make and at least stand behind it. You know, I'm going to harp a little bit on planning for the future. Pay yourself first. Target has a wonderful 401k program. I know you're already involved in it. Max it out. Because you're so young, at 21 years old, you have two of the most powerful investment tools really at your disposal. It's power of compound interest and time. So plan wisely. And don't forget, the most important thing in life is friends and family. And I am always here for you when you need me. I'm just a phone call away. So one thing I'll say, once you graduate and now you're in your career, one thing I probably could have done a better job at is communicating with my parents. So, you know, pick up the phone when you can, say hello, because you're going to be busy and you're just going to be rocking the world. So it's hard to set that time aside. So I love you so much. I can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks down here in Virginia, and just set the world on fire, girl. Love you.
Thank you, David.
Love you. Thank you.
And as a CPA, I can second his advice on the power of compound interest. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, here's an interesting one. Sounds about my father used to sing a song, "Who put the overalls in Mrs. Murphy's chowder?" But it's a little bit different. Who put Rachel's diaper on backwards?
No answers yet.
I don't think anybody's gonna get this one.
Yeah, she's meant to be on, but
Nope, we have one wrong answer. Continue. You're on mute. No,
Or
wrong.
type your message here at the bottom.
Who's the second wrong answer, Sue?
Who's the second wrong answer? Hold on a minute. Okay, now everybody's chiming in. I can't even scroll up. It's going so fast.
Somebody said that.
Looks like David Bell got it correct.
Okay, David.
Why don't you pass it to Ethan Bell?
Good idea. Ethan, over to you.
Hello. So yeah, in terms of overall graduation experience, I am still in high school, so I have not been able to graduate yet. But in terms of just your future in general, make sure you always work hard. Never let anyone put you down, because I know there's gonna be enemies out there. Just make sure you either make friends with them or you just avoid them, and just try to make sure you're better than them no matter what. And overall, I'd say just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job, and I love you. And yeah.
Well, thank you, Ethan. I love you too.
Thank you, Ethan, for
Miss
that.
you guys.
Okay, number 13.
I didn't get the answer yet.
Who? Oh, the answer. Susan, thank you, Allison. Sue, what was the correct answer?
For number 12?
Yes.
No.
Maria.
Oh, yes.
Got it right.
Who was it?
Maria.
Maria, thank you.
her honorary Aunt Maria, who came down after having changed her diaper for the first time. She looked like she'd had a workout, and I realized later when I changed her diaper, it was because she had tried to put her Pampers on backwards. Quite a feat. A typical Maria-ism.
She was well-intentioned, I'm sure.
Very.
Okay. So who is responsible for Rachel's appreciation of wacky socks? Answer in chat, please.
We have an answer, and it is Xander, and the answer is Xander, and Xander got it right. Dan, you're on mute again.
Xander, over to you.
Over to me. So is this my cue? I missed the first half hour because I was stuck in the waiting room. So when you say So is this my cue to then provide my
are-
my advice? Is that it?
Two things, any brief graduation reflection, memory that you might have, and any
Yep.
bit of advice that you might have.
Okay. Well, what I would say is that enjoy this day, Rachel, very much, because as someone who has gone through 3 graduations post high school, I didn't give myself the opportunity to actually enjoy those days. Too much other stuff was happening and I was distracted. And so my advice to you is try and cherish the moment, because you earned this. And as Hannah said before, like, you not only earned this, but you kick butt doing it. And very big congratulations are in order. And I wish I could see you in person. I'd give you a giant hug right now and probably some wacky socks. But congratulations, you have a wonderful future ahead of you. And I am so proud to be your cousin and to see you blossom in this way. And yeah, I mean, it's just, I can't wait to hear what's next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Xander. Okay, here's an interesting one. What is Rachel's favorite food? Someone other than Rachel to respond to that. What is her favorite
We got
food?
an answer. We have a correct answer from Ethan Bell, and the answer is steak.
Okay, and I think we already heard from Ethan. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to just move the line a little bit. And why don't we go over to Maria, just added to the room. Bear with me a second. Why don't we go over to trying to get someone we haven't called upon. And let me stop sharing here. Just bear with me a second. Stop share. Why don't we go over to Elaine? Elaine, you got to turn your mic on and just share a brief reflection on graduation past and any advice you have for Rachel.
Sure, absolutely. Congratulations, honey. I would say my favorite graduation memory is being able to walk across the stage with my twin sister to get our diplomas in education, and knowing that family members, extended family, cousins and aunts and uncles drove down to Pennsylvania to come and see. If there was one advice, honey, that I would give to you is stay true to who you are, invest in people. You do that very, very well. And you were just created so perfectly. Let others know that. And you do that so naturally when you meet people. I've known you not long, maybe for about 3 years, and that's because of your mom and dad and me just showing up at your house and inviting myself to do whatever I want while I'm at your house. But just stay true to who you are. Life is very different. I would say stay away from the news and let people know the Jesus inside of you, because you're going to change lives one day at a time, and then this world will gradually change to a more beautiful place. And you're going to be a big seed in that. So just be true to who you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sweet. I miss Kirby.
He misses you too.
She has the cutest dog ever.
That's okay.
Okay, number 15. Whose mom taught the jewelry class that Rachel attended with Laura?
Oh, we have Rachel.
Right? Rachel's the only answer correct. What is
Answered
it?
correctly.
And who is the answer?
It's a strange coincidence that many
You
years
can tell the story.
before Rachel and I had ever even met each other, she and Laura had attended a jewelry class at my mom's studio. And, you know, many years later, she came to our Christmas, and both of our moms were like, wait, I know you, and it was just one of those funny coincidences. And my advice to her would be, I can confidently say that I've spent the most time with her these past 3 years. And the only thing that would get under my skin was when you would doubt yourself. And we all know how absolutely brilliant you are. I mean, you graduated highest honors. You just gotta trust in yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Well said, and I see why you have such a big smile on your face.
Yeah.
Both of you. That was great. Okay. Who has the same birthday as Rachel? Assume that's a relative in the family. Who has the same birthday?
No, people don't write down birth dates anymore. We have no takers.
Okay.
How
So-
about, hold on. No, we have a wrong answer. Rachel, let's give them a little hint. When is your birthday?
March 1st.
Okay. Nope, David Bell, you got 3 answers and they're all wrong. Sorry.
Okay, Sue, let's break the suspense.
Okay, the answer is cousin Amelia has the same birthday.
Well, Amelia is kind of close to Emmy, so why don't we go over to Ashley, whose side did is Everson. Ashley, the ground rules, I know you had the baseball game, you got in a little bit late. We ask each family and friend to share a brief graduation memory and a brief bit of advice, a suggestion for Rachel as she begins the next phase of her career.
Sure. Well, congratulations, Rachel. I'm sorry that I'm joining late. I tried joining on my phone from the baseball game and that didn't work. So I raced home and now after a few technical difficulties, I'm here on the computer. So I just wanted to tell you, I've loved watching your progress through school by watching your folks' posts on Facebook and hearing about, through the family, all the wonderful things you've been doing. Clearly, you're brilliant and very impressive. And I'm so excited for you with everything that's ahead. So I'll follow the rules. So I guess my favorite graduation memory would be when I graduated from law school and business school. And it was a very busy weekend. The day before, Amy and Paul got married. And even with that, many Kerrs were at my graduation, which was very touching for me, including Nanny, who made a very long trip to be there. And it's something that I've always cherished, that she was there that day. And in terms of advice, I thought of, a list of things, and then I tried to think of which one might be the most unusual, because it sounds like you're getting lots of great advice from people around you. So I would say something that took me a while to figure out, but you're so smart, I'm sure you'll figure it out quickly, even if I didn't tell you, but I'll tell you anyway, which is that I guess professionally, I realized after a little while, if something doesn't make sense to you because you have a good head on your shoulders, it's probably because there's facts that you don't know. So if you're asked to do something or you see something and you're like, well, that just doesn't make sense. Well, it's probably because there's some other factor that you haven't taken into account. So for instance, I worked somewhere once, which I will not name, and we were all tasked with a big cost saving project. And it turned out the way they were going to count the cost saving wasn't based on, the bottom spend. It was based on the percentage of savings. So it was better for someone to quote you, okay, I was going to charge you, I'll make this up, $100, but I'm going to give you a 50% discount and now charge you $50. Than to say, oh, I'm going to charge you $45. That's my best price, because that didn't show that you did anything. So you had to show that you did all this work to get savings, which obviously doesn't make sense, right? But it's an example of sometimes in business, there's somebody else has a business goal that you may not be aware of that might be causing them to do something that may not make sense to you. So in any event, and I guess I'm going to also add a second piece of advice, which is there are a lot of people on this call that love you. And I'll speak for myself, but I'm sure I speak for many others, which is if you ever want advice, doesn't mean that the advice will be right, but please feel free to pick up the phone or send an email. There are times I ran into challenging things at work, and I was grateful for people that I knew loved me and would give me advice that was in my best interest, as opposed to potentially in the company's best interest or someone else's best interest. So please always feel free to reach out. And I'm just so excited to see everything that's ahead of you, and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Great advice, Ashley, and that's a very happy memory of your graduation. I can still remember the commencement speaker.
I know. Seems like yesterday, right?
Okay, so here's an interesting one in the family history. Rachel nicknamed this relative after a pair of otters on her favorite childhood show. Who was the relative and what was the nickname? Okay, apparently
There's no answers yet.
That give a little hint. That show, according to Sean, was very popular in New England, particularly. think it was been on public TV.
Nope, it's still waiting.
Well, I'll give you another hint.
Oh,
Although,
There you go. Get it right answer.
I have one with a question mark. Please let me know if this is a definite answer or you're asking me to help you cheat.
It is not the right quite.
okay. And no correct answer there, Sue?
Well, we'll go to Laura came in with the correct, but actually Brianne said pop first with a question mark. We'll just ignore the question mark. So the answer, yes, it's Doug, and she calls him Pip Pop.
That's right.
That's great. Okay, thank you.
I
Okay,
didn't think it's fair to answer that.
so Doug, we've got a new name for Doug.
Let me see if I got my mic on?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was fair for me to answer that. I knew it tough.
Yeah, the
Honey,
nickname is
like I
Pip
said
Pop.
before, sweetheart, you just keep doing what you're doing. You're the greatest. You are just super good. And you're gonna do very well. Relax, enjoy for a while, and just I know you're gonna work hard no matter what we say, but and I love you and keep doing what you're doing, sweetheart.
Thanks, Doug. Okay, who broke their arm? And I think we've heard from anybody. So if you anyone's welcome to respond to this. Who broke their arm chasing Rachel around a tent at a family event?
This is it. Chat.
Okay. Dee, 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 dee.
I have an answer, but I can't get it.
All right, Allison, we'll make special dispensation because of your age. What do you think it
Yes.
is?
Thanks, Dan. I think it's Dennis, little Dennis.
Little
Yeah,
Dennis, yes.
Oh, is that correct?
Oh, yeah, and Jan came in at the same time with Dennis.
I think that's right.
Now that you said that, I do remember that we weren't, I thought we were at my parents', but we weren't. We were at a family reunion.
Mark and Jan's
Or
house.
Mark and Jan's house.
Yeah, yep. Now I remember that. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'd totally forgotten.
That was a great party, Jan.
I think it was a wedding.
Jan, you want to elaborate on that?
I think wasn't it RJ's graduation from boot
Yes.
camp?
Yeah,
I believe it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And Susan and Dennis, I assume that John, little Dennis's arm healed up fine? It all worked out fine?
As far as I know.
Great.
He just finished his first year at college.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Okay, just 3 more questions here. What is Sean's nickname for Rachel? Anyone got that? What is Sean's nickname for Rachel?
Gee, not even Sean. Mimi, hold on, we have a winner. Mimi has the answer, and the answer is monster. Although Sean put it in all caps. I don't know if that gives him extra points.
Monster.
Okay.
Hey, there are a couple people that we haven't heard from. My sister Lorette, and also I think Auntie Maria is there. So why don't we go to one of those two?
Okay. So who do you want to go to first, Sean?
You do my sister Lorette. She's I saw her on her cell phone if she's still connected.
Lorette, why don't you turn on your mic? Just
She may
start.
have, she may have disappeared again.
Okay.
She sent me a text. She was having trouble with connection, so she might have gone up. Why don't we go to Maria and I'll see if Lorette can call back in.
Hi, Ray. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you see me?
Not sure. Yes,
Not
we
so
can.
much.
We can see
Okay.
your finger, Maria. We see your finger.
Oh, okay. So let me try that. Sorry, technical difficulties.
There you
How
are.
about that?
All your glory now.
Oh, okay. Ray, congratulations. I have no advice for you because you're smarter than I am. And I don't know, girl power, go and open up my card and do something fun with it. And that's
Oh yeah,
that.
Rachel, your card came.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Maria.
And just so everyone knows, that is the aunt that put on the diaper backwards. Maria, you.
That
were not-
is indeed the
I think I
famous-
also peed on her.
I
so
know,
we can
I
give her a
know.
break.
And look at all the wonderful things that flowed from that. I'm just saying, I
Okay,
take full credit.
so flows and diapers. I think that's a great transition to question number 20. Thanks, nice, thank you, Maria. Question 20, who are Rachel's brothers by a different mother?
Two-part answer.
Oh, I know this.
You got to put it in your chat.
I know this one, but I can't type fast.
Well,
Go ahead, Maria.
It's Florine and Christian.
that is correct.
Yeah, they weren't able to make the call, but they are great guys. I've also known them since first grade. So Mimi knows them too.
So we've
yeah.
got one more Rachel question, and then I'm going to go around the room and give everyone who make sure we got everybody, and then we're going to have some final reflections by Rachel as well. So Rachel, be ready for your final reflections. So question number 21. Who are Rachel's honorary grandparents?
Chat. Down at the bottom.
Who are Rachel's honorary grandparents?
Hold on. We have a winner and it is Xander.
Yeah.
Xander is correct. Susan, I think, thank you, Xander, for that. Susan, I think you wanted to share a reflection as well. This is our last question.
Yes, Rachel, I went to college as a 41-year-old after working 23 years in the city. I had to save up my money to go to college. No, that's not the reason. But I was 41 years old and Uncle Dan talked me into leaving my job and doing something with a little bit more substance, but a lot less money. And I said, sure, for 2 years I could do it. Well, I went and I graduated and then I went on for 2 more degree programs. So I ended up in college for a total of 10 years. But I think the moral of the story is you're never too old to learn. So even as you get older and older, it's very easy to say, well, I know from experience and all that, but there is an awful lot of stuff in this world that we just don't know. So, keep that in mind. And I want to say I'm very impressed with your 3-year grade. I mean, that is phenomenal. So you got the medal of what it takes. So put it to good use. And I wish you much, much success forever.
Thank you.
Okay. And I guess I'm a man of few words, just a little reflection, April, Rachel, in terms of graduation. I didn't go to my first graduation. I didn't go to my second. I didn't go to my third. And my wife said to me, you're damn well going to your PhD. You don't have any choice. So I went. And there was this point where you gathered up on stage and they have this huge ceremony and your doctoral advisor, the head of your committee, comes and puts your hood over you and you are officially at that point a PhD. And Dr. Bronner was his name. And he said, Dan, when you're up on stage, I want you to drink in that moment. I want you to look out and take and celebrate what you've experienced and just get an image of what that moment was like. So as he's putting the hood on my head, I look up and what do I see but Uncle Dennis and Uncle Charlie dancing and singing Who Let the Dogs Out? So that's my graduation.
That's awesome.
Bit of advice, Rachel, would just be, find your passion. There's always an argument throughout your life, an argument between your head and your heart. And oftentimes, it's easy to make decisions based on your head. What's the best move career-wise? What's the move that pays the most money? What's the short term? But I think when it comes to the big decisions in life, always consult your heart, and a heart filled with the love of God and the teachings of Jesus, and Jesus as the ultimate role model. You think of a lot of talk when I was going to school about the importance of servant leaders, and if you really want to make a difference in the world, support others, be a servant, and I think of Christ as the ultimate servant. And if you ever get in a situation where you don't know what to do, just ask yourself, what would Jesus do? And you'll probably come up with the right answer. So
Yeah.
Just before I turn it over to Rachel for a final comments, what I'm going to do, let me stop sharing here for a second. And I got everybody up on
Can
screen.
I say one thing, Uncle Danny?
Yes, I was just going to say, anyone who had something else to add, just come right in.
I wanted to add a memory and piece of advice. My memory is based on family. I was one of those that didn't do college in 3 years, didn't want to. I waited for my brother to catch up, and we graduated together. And that for me, just the pictures in my mind of both of us in our caps and gown at the same time is made my graduation memorable and really special. He did it in 4 years. I waited for him. But I and that it's related to what I'm going to say here. Rachel, if you look at the people on the screen, and then of course there are some that couldn't make it today, but this is your village. This is your village. These people love you. And, it was said before, I'm going to say it again. Everybody here is for you. Everybody here is for you. So remember that. You're never alone. You have a big family and lots of people who love you. And to touch on something that your Uncle Daniel said, just remember who you are is more important than what you are. And if you focus on where God's plan for you is, you will never go wrong.
Amen.
Amen.
That's it.
Listen to your mother.
And call her a lot.
Yeah.
Love you,
Dan,
sweetie.
Anya, and Mike.
Any other final reflection before we turn it over to Rachel?
Yeah, Uncle Daniel, just have a couple, since Laura and I are in different rooms, and I know I'm allowed to speak now that she's done.
You see
Rachel,
that?
as Uncle
Whatever.
Daniel said about your passion, follow your passion. What I've always espoused to you is have a passion for your opportunities, because you know what you want to do, and you're going to have an opportunity like you do here with Target. Put your passion into that. Opportunities are different. It may not always be exactly what you thought it might be, but if it fits what you want to pursue, go after it in a big way. And as I always like to say, if you're passionate about your opportunities later on in life, like Uncle David was saying about saving your money, you'll be able to afford your other hobbies and things that you enjoy, which everyone has given you advice about, taking time out to do the things you enjoy. So that's what I would tell you. Put your nose to the grindstone and go after it with all the vigor that you possibly can, because you've got some great opportunities. Don't let anybody else's expectations. Don't try to live down to anyone else's expectations. Live up to the ones you set for yourself. Okay, hon? And I know you're just upstairs. I love you. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay, Rachel, over to you. You get the last word here.
All righty. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you everybody for coming. It's so nice. I know I would say my favorite graduation memory is my high school graduation and having so much family up here visiting. It never surprises me, or it always surprises me just how far you guys are willing to go for family. So that's something that I'll always carry with me. I love everybody so much. So just thank you for supporting me through my entire journey. It's been great. I know we don't live close by, but it's always so great to see you guys. And I just love you all so much. So thank you to everybody who has helped me along the way and steered me in the right direction. I'm really thankful for you all.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. Okay, how about a big round of applause for the graduates and the graduates' parents? Maestro, if we could have some music, please.
Oh, you didn't tell me you wanted music at the end. Hold on, give me a second.
Ready?
We're flexible and nimble.
Throw it in the air. Atta girl.
Now, like my father, if he were alive, would say sometime today, but I wouldn't say that.
Sounds of silence. There we go.
Okay, here I'll.
Yay.
Well done, Rachel.
Thank you guys.
Laura and Sean, you did well.
Very good.
Thank you, everybody. Uncle Daniel, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank
A
you.
very special thank you to Dan and
Yes, thank you
Susan.
so much, Uncle Daniel. This is awesome.
This will be recorded and I will send out a link to everybody.
Yay.
Thank you, Danny.
Congratulations,
Oh,
Rachel.
love you.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you
everybody.
guys.
Love to everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Yeah, Professor.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
In the immortal words of Bugs Bunny, that's all, folks.
Okay.